QHK on frequency and monitoring.
K6USY monitoring. This is KG6QHK. How am I now, Aaron? W6BBS, W6BBS, this is KG6QHK. Are you on frequency tonight, Frank? Negative contact, KG6QHK, clear monitoring. We hear you whistle. Welcome, Mikey. KG6QHK Bozo 1190 checking in.
Yeah, hi, John. Good to hear you. KG6 QHK, K6MYC 1190. We got you. How you doing?
Outstanding, outstanding. How's my signal up there? It should be a lot better than last time. I am horizontal now.
Yeah, no, you're strong, really strong. I'm not sure where I'm pointed here. Let me look. I'm pointed down where I should be here, 150 something. So I'm pointed more or less in your direction. But I usually try to check in one of our boys in Lake Isabella, KB6RQU, at this time of night. Usually he comes in late on 2 meters because he gets bothered by the LA guys. They're so loud he can't hear us through him. But I try to tell him to cut on early here on 432 and check in early. He doesn't have any interference problems at that point.
Roger. I will let you proceed with check-in. Just wanted to get myself checked in as well. KG6QHK. KE6QN 1040.
Sorry, I was away. What was that?
KC5DTU 712.
Oh, hi, Kerry. We were just talking about you. Did you get my phone message?
Negative.
That's weird. I left a message about noon.
Okay. Let's see. Did you? Was it on my cell?
I just called your phone and it didn't answer. It said that party you want to talk to cannot take the call at this time. Leave a message, which I did.
Okay. Well, I'll have to get to my phone and check it.
Well, I'll just go over it quickly. It was related to yesterday's And We Know. And there was near the end of the program, there was 2 excerpts. One was the president of El Salvador talking to the CPAC group. Do you remember that one?
Go ahead. Let's see. Jog my memory.
Well, that's all. He was talking to CPAC about how the fact that the U.S. income tax and the people the tax that people pay does not fund the government. He says the people don't realize that, but the government is funded by paper money. That it's printed by the Fed and it's backed by the Treasury, who funds the Fed. And just a round robin of cluster F, you know what, and there's no real basis of the money. The monies that funds the government comes from the Treasury and the Fed. That's it.
That's affirmative. Yeah, I remember that. Remember we were talking about it. You know, the Fed comes up. They lend the government money from nowhere and then charges us interest on it, and we pay the interest back. That does not go to the Treasury.
Yeah. Anyway, it wasn't related to the interest part of it. It was related to the fact that the money that the Fed spends pays for the funding of the government. Anyway, the next excerpt that LT put on was almost the same voice and the same man, I believe, and he was talking to a group of Muslims about overthrowing the American way, the American system. And it's got to be done pretty quickly because we've been taking advantage of them for so many years. And it was in Dearborn, Michigan. It followed that right after but it sounded like the same guy. Even the president of El Salvador turns out is an Israeli. That's why I keyed up on it right away, because it didn't sound like he had a late Latin-based accent. And I listened closely to what he was saying, and he was talking like had a Middle Eastern accent, and I thought, well, that's weird. I recognize that accent. It's almost like Netanyahu or one of his people, with just a slight tinge of an accent. Very well spoken, blah, blah, blah. But now all of a sudden we get a secondary excerpt that LT put in there from this guy in Dearborn, Michigan, talking about overthrowing our government and our way of life here. Did you remember that?
Yeah, affirmative. Well, you know, they've got a couple of communities up there that are completely Muslim and crazy things happening there.
But why would the president of El Salvador be talking to them?
I don't think it was him, Michael. Of course, I agree with you on him not being originally from El Salvador, but he's a Trumpster.
I know he is. Well, and you got to go back and listen to this thing. It was just yesterday. I think it was April 16. I think this is April 17 today. So it was April 16. That's a podcast yesterday. And it was the last thing in the venue. But LT never explained it, and he never explained why he put this other Dearborn, Michigan thing back to back with the CPAC thing.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll listen to that and give a comment.
Yeah, if you would, that would be helpful, because it sure had me going. I can't see what's on the screen, but Judy said it looked like the same guy with the same beard, but it's a little different. I think the Dearborn, Michigan thing was taken at a slightly different time, 3 or 4 months before or something. So he had a slightly different dress on, but the beard and everything and the accent sounded the same to me. I could not hear a difference. It sounded like the same guy.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll do a double take on it and give you my 2 cents.
Okay. Thanks much.
Okay, and also hello to Judy there.
Yeah. Let's see. I've got 1190. We got 712. Good evening.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox 982.
KE6VON 1040.
1009 KJ6TYO.
Okay. And all you guys. Let me see. KJ6TYO back from the bottom up. K6MYC. Good evening, Ron.
Hey, good evening. I just made it out here just in time, so hey, here we go. Time to go to bed and get ready for the last work day. So anyway, good evening and hello everybody. KJ6TYO 1009.
Okay, I'm just getting the earphones and all the stuff plugged in right here. Very good. Good evening, Ron, and sleep well, and enjoy your weekend coming up there. We got a change in the weather pattern here. All of a sudden, Judy looked at the weather and said, all of a sudden, we have a 40% chance of rain today. Yesterday was 30%. Today, there was from yesterday, there wasn't supposed to be any rain today. Now we're at 40%. So we don't know. We may get a little sprinkle here before it's all over. I didn't need it, but I guess we can use it.
Big black cloud hanging over my house.
Yeah, I know. It got dark at the end of the day here too for us too. All right, let's see. And then we got KE6VON. Good evening to you, Adam.
Good evening.
And I take it you're off for the weekend?
Yeah, still off till I go back to work next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, okay. Well, we'll see you Wednesday on the 2-meter check-in then, of course. Everything going well here. I haven't fired up a log splitter because I haven't needed any wood. But anyway, everything's going well. There's still a mystery on our clutch on the tractor. My tractor does not have any apparent refill spout or draining capability. So I'm done. There's 2 kinds of these. What do they call them? The transmissions that are variable. They Verispeed or something. But anyway, some of them have drains and some of them don't. So I can't flush this one. At least I don't know how to flush it if it's a closed, sealed unit. Over.
Yeah, it could be one of the sealed ones that are non-serviceable, and when those go, they go.
Well, it works when it's cold, and then it just gets gradually worse and worse as it warms up. Anyway, I'm milking it as much as I can, and I guess I found a couple of used ones for somewhere. One of them was 170, and another one was 230. And I'm hesitant until Frank has another look at it. Looks like it's not too much difficulty to change them out, but it's probably a couple of hours of labor.
Yeah, they're a little time consuming. They're not horrible to do, but they are a little bit time consuming, especially if you've never done them before. I'll take a look. I got a couple of parts mowers out back. I don't know if they have the hydrostatic transmission on them or not. I'll have to take a look.
Okay. The rest of the mower runs beautifully, and it's good for my terrain. It's been able to put up with this hilly, rocky stuff for years, and it's still going. I break a spindle every now and then, but they change, but it hasn't bent the bed. The bed is still in perfect shape, best I can tell. Pulleys are all working. And so I hate to just give up on the thing because it's okay on flat. If I'm just doing the lawn and the lawn's flat, I can go back and forth pretty well for quite a long time before it gets a little sluggish, but this still goes. But when I get on the hillsides, it's very sluggish. Anyway, enough of that. Just thought I'd pass it on to you that mine was not a refillable or cleanable thing.
Yeah, that sucks. Unfortunately, I've seen it, so. But yeah, no, unfortunately with the price of new machines, it just makes sense to rebuild them if you can. I know my old John Deere, I'm on the second motor on it. That thing's probably 20 years old, and I replaced the motor in it about a year and a half ago. I had a used motor that was low hours, and swapped it out, and she runs great again, so. And I'll keep running her until she dies.
There you go. All right, let's see. We got KG6 Charlie Echo Fox. How are you doing up there tonight, Daryl?
Oh, we're doing all right. I'm just kind of watching to see if it's going to rain. I don't know. We're just kind of on countdown here, just hanging out.
Okay, very good. Hang on just a second. Judy just walked in.
Good evening, Judy.
KM6SRR 432.
Oh, Rob, turn your amp on.
I don't have one on this band.
Wow, man, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, I got 100% RF power going out, so I guess that's 75 watts or something like that, but I may not be pointed at you there.
Oh, that could be it, yeah, and I'm vertical too.
Oh, that makes a big difference right there, 20 dB as Mike says.
Yeah, well now you just came up a little bit just now.
Yeah, I bumped the antenna a little bit. You may have been in a null also.
Now I can hear you, but you're still not moving the meter. I'm just used to you being really loud to me.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss somebody on the list here.
No, Rob's out there.
Good evening, Rob.
Good evening, Mike and Judy. KM6SR here.
I believe it is. I'm looking down toward Rick's place and trying to wake him up. KB6RQU. KB6RQU down there in Lake Isabella. Are you listening tonight, Rick? K6MYC in the Bozo. Who is it? Can anybody relay that station? Who was that?
JNP in Course Gold, K6USY 1079 in Bozo 1100.
And who was the station in Course Gold?
803 Course Gold.
Oh, 803. Okay, boy, you're off the back of the beam. I must have a big null there down. 803, we got you. Good evening. I assume it's a check-in and a check-out. Is that it, Dan, or do you have anything?
No, I tell you what, Dane was just in there trying to check in, but I don't think you heard him.
Who was it, Dane?
Correct, Dane.
Okay, well, we'll check Dane in 107, and we'll come up that way and listen in a second. In the meantime, good evening to you, Aaron, 1079 and 1100. Aaron, Aaron, are you feeling better?
Yeah, I went to work today, but I still got this cough I'm trying to get rid of, and my voice is still rather deep at the moment. But so I'm going to sit here and drink water. K6USY.
Yeah, Okay, well, at least it got over with the fever, more or less.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but
we can never hear
yeah, a couple days of sitting on my butt, didn't help anything. So, makes my blood sugar go up and down, and terrible temperature control, and getting hot and cold in the middle of the night. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, somebody said something in there right at the beginning of your transmission. Who was that? Somebody said something in that transmission, and I didn't get it. So would whoever it was that said it repeat, please? Well, obviously the person that said it didn't know they said it. So I guess we'll have to wait for some explanation on that one. Anyway, glad you're feeling a little better. You sound okay. Well, you didn't sound bad yesterday, but I guess you're a little bit more hoarse today, but very subtle, very difficult to tell. Anyway, good to hear you.
Talk. Yeah, the more I talk, the more I'm coughing, so I'm going to stop talking. K6USY.
That's some kind of a clue, isn't it? All right, I thought we might have Rick in here, and I thought we might have Frank. Frank, W6BBS, are you here?
Bourbon and honey.
Who was that?
It's me, Daryl. I was just telling Aaron, bourbon and honey for the cough.
Too much sugar and too many carbs, and the alcohol interferes with the drugs I'm on, so no thank you. K6USY.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, because it works.
That's a good thought. What did you recommend? What was it, Daryl?
Bourbon and honey.
I'm not getting the word.
Bourbon. Bourbon whiskey.
Oh, bourbon. Okay.
I prefer bourbon. That's just my, if I'm going to drink, that's what I like to drink. But I don't drink anymore.
Okay, let me make another call for Rick. KB6RQU. Rick, are you on tonight? K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Over. Nothing heard from Rick. Somebody else that we usually have to call specifically. Wonder where Ken is tonight. WA6OIB. Are you around, Ken? K6MTS.
Present.
Okay, give us some more cheddar if that was you, Mark.
That was me, Mike. Hello. Kilo 6 Mike Tango Sierra, number 680. Let's see. I've been sandbagging. Yeah, I don't know about what kind of mower you got, but it sounds like the transmission's out. We're burning firewood here again tonight. I didn't think we'd be burning firewood for the rest of the season, but here we are, and I have to go get some more wood out of the shelter there. And what else? How the heck are you, Mike?
I'm fine, and it was kind of cool today. We got up to about 70, maybe a little more. It was nice outside. I didn't have any issues with it, but
51 tonight.
51 tonight, yeah. Supposed to drop down a little bit. I probably should start the fire after we get done with the net here, but I cleaned the fireplace up about a week ago, and I know I'm going to start the fire. Then tomorrow it'll be 80, and I won't need it anymore the rest of the year. So I was trying to kind of holding off one more night here. We'll see what happens later.
Yeah. We've heated totally 100% with wood for McShaw, Dublin. We started in Fresno, and then since we've been in Prather, and it's the second place in Prather, probably pretty much 20 years now. 20 years. The only source of heat has been either an insert in the fireplace or now we have a standalone stove which works really nice over.
Oh, you're the one that's going to cause the demise of the planet with all your burning of firewood, huh?
LOL.
Yeah. That's and we've only got a few years left here. Back in 2012, I think. Was it AOC said we've only got 9 more years or 12 more years, and it'll be the end of the planet.
Yeah, whatever. Like I say, LOL. That's my reply to AOC, LOL.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now she's moving up in the ranks. They're saying that she's got the best chance of any of them to be the presidential candidate for the Democrats.
Don't even talk about it.
Don't even talk about her. Yeah. What a joke. How about your bartender running the country? How about that one?
Hello, Judy. No politics, dang it. Let's see. What can I say? I am very satisfied with we're going on the what? 90 days? 100 days now? Just about 100 days? A little over 100 days. I'm very happy with the changes that have been made and the direction we're currently headed.
Yeah, the only thing you really are upset about it, but they haven't brought that MS-13 gang member back to Maryland yet, have they?
Oh, Mike, you keep jumping into politics. You mean the father from Maryland?
Yeah, the family man. The one that beats up his wife on a regular basis and runs around with the MS-13 gangs. But of course, he's not MS-13. Now, MS-13 doesn't associate with anybody. They're not supposed to let anybody else in their group if they're not a gang member. And the last one of the times he was picked up with the gang when they were suspicious of a murder that had occurred, he had $1,000 in cash on him. So he's a poor man.
Yeah. All right, Judy, get him to stop talking politics on the air. Hey, all right, man. I would love to have side discussions with you on politics. We could probably talk all day. I think we preach to each other's choirs, so to speak. Anyhow, thanks for everything you do, Mike, and thanks for being an advocate for the it's not a hobby. What is it? The practice, whatever you want to call it, of ham radio. And thanks very much for the whole Bozo Net thing. And that's about all I'm going to say for right now. All right, man. 680-K6MTS, back to net control to K6MYC. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, thanks, Mark. Nice to have you checking in here. Good evening to you. K6MTS in the group, K6MYC. All right, now, one last call. Let's see. Anybody else in here? K6MYC, Bozo Net in the San Joaquin Valley. Okay, Dane is, if you can hear me, Dane, can you hear me? Make a transmission, and we'll come around in your direction there, or more or less, over. Rob, I don't hear Dane at all, do you?
No, but I don't hear him hardly at all. He's a different direction from when he checks in for me, over.
Yeah, well, we'll try again. I know he's in here. We got him logged in, but Dan said he was in there, but I didn't hear him. All right, I'm going to skip a Atascadero because we don't have anybody there. I'm surprised AA6S and WA6AAJ aren't in here. I don't know about 704. I don't know if Terry has 432, does he? Nobody seems to know. Not to worry. All right.
You probably have all the bands, over.
Well, I don't think he has 222, but I thought he might have 432. Anyway, here we go around the horn here. I'm going past Atascadero. Anybody in Atascadero for the Bozo Net? No response there. Going up toward rotating, was I? Now I'm rotating. There's a Tascadero. Okay, 6MYC. Nobody in a Tascadero heading up toward... What is going on? Who's fussing with my rotator? Are you trying to make me go in some... What is going on with this thing? Somebody keeps changing the modes. Are you changing modes, Aaron?
I have no way to do that. Yeah, we just read the heading, so, and I'm not touching it.
Well, I'm in mode 0, and I try to go up to 200, and the next thing I know, it's back to 150 again. Now it's continuing. Now it's working. Maybe I didn't have it in the right mode here. There's Santa Cruz direction.
350.
Bring it alive.
Now, here we go. If I could just read this thing, I'd be in good shape. 280 something.
Take your hand off the button.
Well, I'm trying to make it go, Judy. It's
No,
not...
just the mic.
I can hear you're kind of sort of pointing my way. N5 MPD 1129.
Okay, we got you, Brett, 1129. Yeah, we got you. Okay, N5 NPD. Good evening. K6MYC. It's earlier for you. You're not quite in your pajamas yet, are you?
Oh no. Yeah. So yep, I can hear you now. You came around there just fine. So yep. Good evening, Mike and Judy. Yep, the sun's still up, so I'm still out here. It's what's it say here? 7:55. So yep, not my bedtime yet.
Really? Do you have a sun over there?
Yeah, I can still see it, a little orange over there, setting to the west. My garage, where my shack is, faces due west, and it's still orange. The light's still out here. I could still see enough to pick stuff up off the ground.
You must be west of 5, huh?
No, I'm east of 5, about 5 miles.
Wow, I got a real funny shot through the hills then. That's interesting, because it's almost pitch black here.
Oh, well, yeah, no, still a little bit of glow there. The hills are over there about 5 miles to the west of me here, and yep, still glowing, and it's getting early in the morning, the sun starts coming up. I think it's starting to be a little bit light here around just after 6, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't wake up at that time. Well, I wake up, but I never see the clock, so it's... I don't know what time I'm waking up. Very good. Anyway, you got a good signal over here, and I heard another voice in there, so sounds like we got some of the boys in the Bay Area. 73 for now. Brett, good evening. N5NPD. And what town are you in?
Yeah, very good, Mike. 382. I'm in Newman, which is in southwest Stanislaus County. I can throw a stone to Merced County.
Yeah, how far are you from Gustine?
4 miles.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I put you mentally in the Gustine area. Newman. Okay, very good. Gotcha.
WA6AJ 727.
Oh, there he is. Called you in earlier, but missed you. So I guess you're late to the party, Mike. How are you doing?
Doing well. Yep, late, but I made it.
Yes, you did. How about your cohort?
He said something about going out to dinner or getting late, coming back late or something.
Okay. Well, we didn't hear him. We called for KB6RQU in Lake Isabella, but didn't get him, so I figured if anybody could get him out of the woodwork, Bill would, but Bill could take 2 steps to the south and kick his door in.
Yep, he's got a good shot.
Anyway, okay, I'm turning now over towards Santa Cruz, and I'm looking for KW6S. Let's see if Tom is in there.
K6MYC, KW6S 610.
There he is, KW610, KW610, KW6S. Good evening, Tom.
Evening, Mike. Yeah, things are moving along nicely. nicely here and just kind of sitting here relaxing.
Oh, good. We're sort of relaxing, too. We had a nice little dinner or leftovers from stuff that Matt did this last weekend at a Portuguese festival. So that was a nice one, and we're looking forward to having a little snack. We got the special dessert after dinner, so after the net here, so looking forward to that.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I spent some time today working on a troubleshooting a step IR, and we kind of got stopped because there's a broken wire somewhere, or an open connection somewhere between the base of the tower and the antenna. So the tower's got to come down and over, and we weren't going to do that today.
Oh, yeah, probably wait one more day. It should be a little nicer weather. I don't know. How was the weather for you? Did you have sun?
A little drizzle mist in the morning, and there was some sun and some overcast and clouds, and then it would be sunshiny again. We had a little bit of everything today except hail or snow.
Well, that's good. You didn't need any snow. Snow in Santa Cruz is relatively rare. Okay, good deal. Well, I think we should try for Lee here tonight. Lee should have his station on. He said he would try tonight, so let's see if we can hear him. If I don't get him up, you try, Tom. KW6S and K6MYC and the Bozo Net listening for AF6 United.
K6MYC from Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, the countdown Bozo, 10-9-8 here in Watsonville. I'm out here. Can you copy?
Yes, we copy. Yeah, you're not really strong. 10-9-8. Did you get that, Judy?
Yes.
10-9-8. Okay, got you, Lee. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. It's quite readable. I can't tell how whether it's an improvement or not. It certainly isn't any worse. Tom's not as potent as he should be here tonight, and I'm wondering if I've got things in the right direction here. But you're Q5, and that's the main thing. AF6 United, and then back to Tom, K6MYC.
I think all of that stuff is okay. I think we're just having some fluctuating band conditions. I'm getting a little fluttering on you and that sort of thing too. So anyway, I will say 7-3 to everybody, and I will turn it back over to Tom, KW6S from AF6 United. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I found the spot here for you. I got you up now pretty good. Thanks, Lee. Go ahead, Tom.
AF6U, KW6S, and back to Mike. Yeah, things are going along here, and I probably will miss Sunday night, but I should be here with bells and whistles on Monday night. KW6S, back to you, K6MYC.
Okay, very good. So we will miss you on the 2-meter check-in on Sunday night, but you probably have a very good reason. I think your daughter or somebody's in town, right?
Well, for dinner we're having my daughter that lives here and my granddaughter and my sister's coming, and my daughter's family, son-in-law and granddaughter, and I don't know who else after that, but that'll be enough. That's enough to make a party.
Party time at Tom's place. Okay, everybody, it's Sunday night party time at Tom's, and the drinks are on the house.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. I probably can give a proper address. It's somewhere in France. It's success.
Okay, I got a second. was just asking me a question here, but we got that sorted out. Okay. Well, let's see. The Fryan address is a difficult one to find. I'm going to have to send a map out. All right. And restock the bar, too. We're pretty empty here. Not really. We don't use the bar at all. It's a nice bar at this house, but we've never hardly used it except when we have a whole bunch of people here. Anyway, good evening, Tom, and good evening, Lee, and we'll slide on up into the Bay Area. Back to you for your final, Lee, and hopefully the band was better for you now for me. I picked you up quite a bit when I got in the right spot. AF6 United with KW6S, K6MYC. Go ahead, Lee.
All right. Yeah, Mike, you came up quite a bit there, and definitely totally Q5. Actually, you're about F2, F3 here at this point in time. And yes, I'm getting towers in place and stuff like that, trying to hunt down an errant gas pipe that, propane pipe that I have hidden underground somewhere, and I thought I knew where it was, and I keep missing it, which I guess is a good thing. Anyway, I'll shut up and turn it back to you. K6MYC from AF6 United. Back to net.
Okay, very good. And you were solid copy. Now we've got a good heading on you there. All right, where it should be. 280. It seems to be the spot for where the band is tonight anyway. Hi. All right, I'm going to go up about 3 or 4 degrees to the Bay Area. We should hear Fred in here. KD6S okay, Fred?
Yeah, hi, good evening, Mike. There you are. I heard you down south, but I guess you didn't hear me. Anyway, good evening, Mike.
Yeah, good evening, Fred. Good signal here. Not your bodacious self, and you had a little grunge when you first keyed the mic, but it cleared up. Maybe you were rustling the mic up off the table or something there. Anyway, very good evening. How are you ready for the weekend?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for it. Yeah, I just picked up the mic off the table. Yeah, I'm ready for the weekend. It was overcast today. We had a little bit of drizzle. It's not much sun. It's cloudy all day pretty much, and it's dark right now. But anyway, good to hear you. 507. Back to you, Mike.
Okay. Well, your signal is just all over the place, and you're breaking up, so something's not right there. You might look at the connections, either on the mic or the RF connection somewhere there. You had breakup at the beginning of that. Over.
Okay, yeah, your signal's going up and down too. You go from F0 all the way up to a 5 and then back down to nothing, and then you come back again.
Well, I've been swinging back and forth across you trying to pick you up here. You're way down from normal.
Yeah, so were you. So it's probably conditions. And like I said, it's overcast right now, so I don't know if that's having an effect. The cloud layer is pretty low around here.
This is way high for you. I'm up clear up at 292, and I'm going to go back to 285 where you should be. Let me see if that gets better or worse, Fred. Here we go. There's 280, 287, 285. Is that better or worse, Fred?
Oh, it's a little bit better, maybe. The signal's steadier. It's not going up and down like it was before.
I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes I get you in 2 different directions here. Maybe your antenna's not right where it should be. That's the only thing I could think of. I'm getting a bounce on you. Anyway, no worries. Looking forward to the weekend. It should warm up. We might get a little rain yet tonight. We're hoping not. I've left the tractor out. One of the lawn tractors out, but I was going to put it away, but I didn't get to it. Have to drive it all the way around and put it in the barn, and I just don't think I'll do that in the dark.
Yeah, it's probably a wise idea. You don't want to hit anything like a rock or a pothole and get thrown off the tractor.
Oh, well, I got the driveway all the way around, so it's not a problem with that. It's a long ways, and it may not rain anyway. I'm just trying to think where I could put it. I could drive it up on the front on the front patio. That's where I could put it. I could put it. We have a big cover over the front of the house. I could just drive it up there. It's only about 30 feet away.
Oh, no, you don't, because I just swept it and washed it.
Well, I can put the lawnmower up there. It's not going to hurt anything.
Oh, yeah.
She cleaned off the front patio today. And the lawnmower won't hurt it if it hasn't been mowing anything. All right. Very good, Fred. Good to hear from you. And your audio cleared up, so maybe it was just something at the beginning there, but you were definitely breaking up. KD6SOK, have a good one. See you Sunday, maybe Monday, K6MYC.
Yeah, you too, Mike. And good evening, Judy. Good to hear you. So you two have a great weekend as well. And talk to you later, KD6SOK. Good night, Mike.
Good night, Fred. About WB6JNN. About W6PQL. About KB6BA.
Yeah, I'll help you out there. Here's KB6BA number 900. Some microwavers today, had some fun discussions.
And W6PQL.
It's chilly today. K6MIC, KB6BA 900 over.
Okay, got you, Oliver, but you're way down. You're way weaker than normal. What's going on? Are you pointed wrong, or is it me?
I took a look at off. I haven't picked up you. I just use the usual bearing. Give me a long chat, and I'll try to pick up.
Okay, I had you in there, and you were talking, and W6PQL came over the top of you like a ton of bricks. So maybe he wasn't hearing you either. Maybe you don't have everything turned on just right. Because normally I think Jim up there hears you pretty well. And normally you've got a booming signal over this way. So who knows? Anyway, fine on the microwave business today. And it was kind of an overcast day some of the time. Sometimes we had sun. I thought it was a more sunny day than it really was. I didn't charge the batteries up very well here tonight. So we lost a lot of charge through the day, which is unusual. Yesterday was a really poor day, but I actually got more charge yesterday than today. So I'm kind of baffled at what. There was nothing on. Nobody ran anything heavy here. Anyway, kind of a funny day. Should clear up tomorrow. Anyway, that should be enough chatter for you there, Oliver. KB6BA, K6MYC.
I think it's just improvement. I still have deflection on my watt meter, so should be getting out somewhat. But then I'm not really quick for a while. And my F6 and my D5 too. K6MYC, KB6BA.
Okay. Now, it's just not where it should be, but maybe it's just the bad conditions. We'll write it off to that for tonight, Oliver. Thank you very much, and I'll shoot it over there to Jim and see how he's doing. W6PQL, K6MYC, how are you sounding?
Oh, I'm sounding okay, you know. Right now you're about S3, and you've been as high as S8. So up and down like it always is. And WB6JNN is also in here, so I'll say my hellos and goodbyes and let Jim hop in. W3 is my K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay. I went through you and I went back down toward JNN, so I had you in the peak. Got a good signal. You're very solid. So I don't know what's wrong with the Oliver signal tonight. Maybe just the location. Who knows? Anyway, good to have you in here. Thanks so much, Jim. W6PQL 1296 over to WB6JNN. Go ahead, Jim. you at the beginning, Jim, so we put your 285 down, but boy, I only had about 10 words, and then you went away completely, and I was sweeping back and forth to trying to find you, but maybe you made a real short transmission, so I lost you altogether. WB6JNN, K6MYC, way down from normal. It must be just conditions. Okay, 7-3s. Yeah, boy, band is really doing some strange things here. Must be a weather front or something coming through that's really got you down in the mud. And Oliver was way down from normal. Jim was fine. He's up there in Fremont and maybe just far enough north to be above the weather change. But whatever's between you and I is really doing bad things. 7-3, have a good weekend, Jim. Go. Hopefully you'll get some good weather toward the end of the weekend and you can use your telescope. 73, WB6JNN, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area. Anybody else, please, in the Bay Area?
Whiskey Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf 971.
We have you, Dave, 971. We got 971, but who was the other one?
Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November, India.
Oh, pretty good signal, Gary. Go ahead, take one. WB6WNI, 1090, K6MYC in the group.
Well, thank you, Mike. Yes, it could be short. My daughter and I are just finishing dinner, but I was looking for the conditions tonight, and they are all over the place. But just wanted to check in and say hi, and to you and Judy, and to the net. So, Mike, I'll let you pass it along, and we'll go back to dinner. But yeah, you have been, I think Jim said it starts between a 0 and a, it's kind of quite spectacular. K6MYC, baby, 679.
Okay, well, you started off strong and just gradually went down, and I missed a couple of words, and then you came back up just at the end. So I missed the last statement, but could you remember what you said? Could you repeat your last sentence?
Yes, Mike, it was QRM, QR Marys. That's what's going on tonight, lots of it.
You mean QSB fading?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, fading, QSB. Yeah, I guess that's what we want. It's not very good to understand everything. Yeah, that is it, QSB.
Yeah, that's what it is. It is going up and down. The band is very going unstable on us here at the last minute. Who was the other check-in? I had two of you at the same time, and I picked Gary. Who was the other one? Who was the other station that checked in, and I didn't. I wrote it down, but I can't read it. We got WB6WNI, but there was somebody else in there. Who was it? Oh, for heaven's sake. I wonder if it was KB6 Juliet Sugar Mike. I wonder if that was you. Try it if that was you there, John. KB6JSM, K6MYC, over. Is anybody copying John?
Mike, on this end, I hear nothing. In fact, I did not hear anybody when you said someone double with me, but no, I hear no signals.
Okay, well, you're good, so I guess I might have been dreaming. Or maybe I already had him in here. Maybe he thinks I'm losing it here because I'm trying to call him a new check-in. Anyway, thank you, Gary. Good to hear you. And we'll look for you Sunday night, of course, but quite a good signal tonight on 432. And now we know why the 6 meters is down. But a dipole would be a good fix for that. I'm sure that would give you a good 15 dB or so. WB6WNI, K6MYC, 73.
73, Mike.
Now, anybody else in the Bay Area, please? QRZ, Bozo Net, check-ins, K6MYC, Central California. Well, not hearing anybody. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, are you there? KF6 QCH, how about you, Jimmy?
This is Kilowatt 6 Whiskey India Sugar.
Well, I hear you, and I was waiting for you to come in on the backscatter path. There you are. K6WIS, K6MYC. Good evening, Paul.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar. Yeah, you must have turned your antenna a little bit further north. For the last few minutes, you were down in the noise. I could hardly copy you. But anyway, I've got you pretty good now, about 5 by 3. How do you copy me? Over.
Oh, perfect copy. Perfect copy. It's not real loud, but it's certainly well above a minimum noise, a minimum signal, well above minimum. So no problem, Paul. Good to hear you, and hopefully you're still feeling better every day. Over.
Yeah, that's Roger. Yep, I'm slowly increasing my vitality and strength, and things are looking up. Over.
Very good. Okay. Well, we'll look for you again in a few minutes when I get around to toward the Sacramento direction and see what that path looks like tonight. The band's pretty unstable for the Bay Area, but you're solid because you're over the top of that, so we're not being bothered by whatever weather is affecting the guys on the flatland. Over.
Yeah, okay, roger that. Yeah, it's fairly dependable when you're pointing up towards San Francisco, maybe even as far north as Mount Diablo. I get a pretty good bounce path off of you, but when you are pointed down the south end of the bay and Monterey Bay, I had a really hard time copying you. But we'll try the direct path in a few minutes. Thanks very much. 73's K6WIS.
Yeah, Roger, Paul. See you there, and if we miss you there, of course, we'll look for you Sunday night. Have a good weekend if I miss you up on the direct path there. K6WIS, Placerville area, backscatter, K6MYC.
Okay, 73's Mike, K6WIS is clear.
Okay, let me go up and get N6 Radio Oscar, N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC. Good evening, Ken.
Yeah, howdy. K6MYC, N6RO. You were louder when you pointed at the Bay Area than you are now, but that's 20Q5. Bozo 835, Charlie Mike 97, high temperature 67 on a cloudy day, mostly cloudy. Sun finally got through late. And dinner was chicken Caesar salad. And now I got 2 minutes to get to Bozo Net. So we'll see you on Sunday, N6 on a row.
Bozo Net is on right now. What do you mean you only got 2 minutes?
No, I meant the Zoom meeting.
Oh, Zoom, okay. Okay, go Zoom me and say hi to the boys on the Zoom group for me, 7-3. And see you Sunday. Have a good weekend. No work, no contest this weekend?
Yeah, one of my guys is going to remote in and do the CQMM Brazil contest.
Oh, okay, but you're going to rest.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch sports and have some Easter candy.
There you go. Okay, take care, enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you Sunday night for sure. N6RO, I should say, K6MYC.
I got a quick question.
E6KLY.
Okay, we got Russ in here as a question for you too, Ken. Go ahead.
Yeah, I should have called the factory, but I'm looking for a boom to mast plate for the light duty 15 meter KLM. 2-inch boom. Did you still have it on any of those, do you know?
Oh, yeah, that's a standard plate. You can call Robert and just tell him you need a 15-meter boom to mast plate, That's for the 2-inch boom. You just need a boom-to-mast plate for a 2-inch boom, 2-inch mast, right?
Roger, roger. Yeah, down the old 15-meter beam. It's been up there 50 years. And we're going to rebuild it, new hose clamps and all. And going to put it on another tower and try to phase it with the double stack on the existing tower. So we have a challenge, as always. See you on Sunday.
Yeah, you probably want to get another set of four new 2-inch U-bolts, too, huh?
Roger that.
All right. You might have a choice, I'm not sure, but you might ask him about heavy-duty U-bolts for the mast direction. The hole spacing in the U-bolts are a little bigger. We have the heavy-duty U-bolts are for 2-inch or 3/8 in diameter, and the lighter duty, which are fine for the boom, is 5/16. So if he has a plate like that, get 2 light-duty and 2 heavy-duty 2-inch U-bolts and hardware.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I've got quite a bit of U-bolt stock. I got to just make sure what it is.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, you can get all that, but the plate's not a problem. It should be in the stock. Over.
Okay, dokie. I'll call tomorrow.
All righty. 7-3. And somebody, Russ, did you have a question for me or Ken?
No, just checking in up here. Got my new hearing aids on and trying to see what you sound like with these new hearing aids. Over.
Oh, you're listening in Bluetooth?
No.
Okay, because I got you on Bluetooth. Put in 111, Judy. Anyway, you're sounding good here, Russ. Not pointed at you, but I'm close enough. We got loud signal from you.
Okay, real good. I'm going to get out here and get to the video call there with Ken. Hello to Judy, K6KLY.
Judy says hello. And hopefully your puppy's okay.
So far, so good.
Yeah, okay. Good morning, good evening to Willie. Good evening, Russ. K6MYC. Anybody else in this direction before we go towards Sacramento? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Real quiet. Okay, so here we go towards Sacramento.
You doubled with someone nice.
What's that? I turned off of you, Ross. Say it again. Well, somebody said something there, but I didn't recognize the voice.
Yeah, Mike, you have member number 192 checking in, over.
Oh, member number 192, just a single 192 or 1192?
That was 1192 QSL.
Yeah, that's John, KB6 Juliet Sugar Mike. Say hi to John.
Okay, John, he's got you. Thank you. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay. I can't hear him at all tonight on this band. This is his poorest band for me. Some nights I hear him, some nights I don't. But anyway, good evening, John. I know you're hearing me on the stream. Take care. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you Sunday night on 2 meters, John. KB6JSM, K6MYC, 7-3. J6KFB or KO6KD, K6MYC, Sacramento direction. Okay.
Foxtrot Bravo.
I got a Foxtrot Bravo, but hang on a second. Is that you, Dennis, WB6 ISO?
Roger, Roger. Whiskey Baker number 6. English Sugar Oaks. WB6ISO, Bozo 86, over.
We got your 86. Any other check-ins there?
No other check-ins. Boy, it bends up and down, but I'm hearing you just fine now. You're 5'9", no problem, and a pleasant good evening to you, and hello, Judy.
Yep, Judy says hi. She's got a cat that's decided to sit right on the log sheet, but what are you doing there, Bootsy?
Yeah, very good. Pleasant good evening to you. Thank you for the check-ins. I'll see you Sunday evening, WB6ISO.
Okay. Let's see who the other one was. That would be KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. Was that you, Daryl? Darren?
Well, yeah, you're going to get it right one of these days there, Mike. Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, 756.
Now, 756, we got you. Well, we have a Daryl and a Darren, and I just, when it first comes out, I know which it is. But it's liable to come out one way or the other. Sometimes I call Daryl Darren, and I call Darren Daryl. So you'll just have to put up with that. You know who I'm talking about, right?
The wings there. I'm still waiting on parts for the 220, so hopefully that'll get on.
Okay. Band is really unstable tonight, up and down, but we got you. Still waiting on parts. Good luck. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you Sunday night, Darren. Take care. KJ6KFB should be good weather. K6MYC looking for KO6KD.
Yep. Okay, good evening, Mike. Good evening, anybody else out here on the Bozo Net. Hello, Dennis. KO6KD, number 776. I'll copy. Over.
Yeah, good copy. A little fluttery, but we got you. Good, strong signal. Sorry about this morning, but we couldn't do anything about the sun, could we?
No, not at all. And I know we had said a couple of days ago if the conditions were bad that you try checking in over on 220, but I never heard anything over there either. So I'm sure you probably forgot about that. We didn't arrange that the night before, so we'll just leave it as it is. I listened out as much as I could, and we'll try it again tomorrow. But yeah, I was afraid this is going to be the conditions, and it's going to be up and down now for easily the next 10 days. We'll get some good days in there, but then again, it's going to be possibly G1, G2 level storms throughout the weekend. So anyway, 7-3, we'll look for you in the morning, KO6KD.
Okay, well, what we ought to do, here's the way to do the VHF, UHF thing. When you thought of it and I didn't, what you should do is pass it on to Bob. Just say to Bob, have Mike listen for me on 222. And then just have him repeat that, and then I'll get it, and I'll do it. The other choice for now would be, since I'm already on 432, is it just as easy to do the same thing on this band, over?
Yeah, I just don't have nearly as good a copy on you on 432 as I do over on 220 usually. So, you know, it's just, it's no big deal. I mean, to be a part of the conversation is one thing, but in this case, I'm not a part of the conversation. I'm not hearing the other guys either, so it's not a big deal. I don't have anything important to say. If I did, I'd relay it through Bob. But other than that, no, just we'll just leave it this way here. The band will pick up, and Phil's going to get his antenna up in the air, and everything will get back to normal here in a few days.
Well, the only reason I'd like to try it on 432, it'd be interesting to see what the propagation is like at that hour of the day. It might be interesting to see if the flutter is less and better, stronger signals or something. So I'd still like to try it. We don't have to do anything except a radio check, over.
Well, that's certainly doable. That's very easily doable. And I actually at times think that the morning and late afternoon is probably better. During the heat of the day, I don't think we'll have propagation very well. But yeah, in the morning, I think just as
leave everything sit right here. When I'm done, I'll point back toward you, like I am now. And that's the only thing I have to remember to do the radio, and everything else comes on automatically in the morning. So if you tell Bob that you're there, all I have to do is key the mic and say hello.
All right. Well, we'll see how it is tomorrow. I may be able to tell you directly that I'm there, so. Okay, anyway, that'll be an interesting test. Okay, very good. 7-3 for now, though. I'll get out of the way because it seems like you may be running a little bit late, and I don't want to take up any more time. I'll be listening out. 7-3 for now. KO6KD.
Roger. See you tomorrow and or someday through the weekend. I should be on all weekend. Bob's going to be gone Saturday and Sunday. He will not be there. But I'll try to be there tomorrow and Saturday, Sunday. I may take a look at Long Path, so I might be a few minutes late on 40 on Saturday and Sunday, but hang in there. I may be over on 14205, seeing if the path is open to Africa. They may not be there, but maybe ZS1EKK would be there. 7 Treeville, K6MYC, looking for KR6MR. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC is the group, and Judy, KR6MR, Bozo 759.
759. Got your 759. Trying to find a peak on you guys, but it's difficult because when I get up your way, Beal is popping the receiver pretty regularly, you know. And when I get a pop, of course, it disturbs the audio signal level to my ears, and I can't get on the peak necessarily. But anyway, it's good enough. We hear you, and good to have you in here and climbing the stairs. Are you beginning to work outside gently now like you did yesterday?
I went for a doggy walk. I did about a mile with the dogs and felt very good. And I came in and watched television.
Oh, a very heavy day. Walked a mile and then watched TV the rest of the day. I almost do the same thing. Sometimes I sleep through the morning and then I work about 3 or 4 hours through the middle of the day, and then I start watching TV at 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Over.
Yeah, I have my own TV schedule is kind of goofy here, but I try to stay away from it, and I'm not doing very good at that.
Yeah, stay away from what?
Stay away from the TV.
Oh, okay. Well, we enjoy it because most of the time the news is good, and we're interested in it. Sometimes it gets a little boring when they keep talking about the wonderful poor Maryland father, but other than that, we're okay. Over.
Yeah, I think that's run its course. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that. I think he's going to stay down there.
Okay. Anyway, 7-3, John, I'm going to head up, take a listen, and see if there's anybody else in here, KW6T or whoever. And then we'll go to Nevada and see who's going to join us up there tonight. Thanks much, and we'll see you Sunday. KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, 73, Mike. I'll be cutting out. I'll go over to FM for a minute, say thanks to the guys, and head on up to the KR6MR 73.
Okay, and do we have any provocation here at all, Paul? K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC on the direct path. Over.
Good evening again, Mike. Conditions improved in the last minute or so. You're up to an S7, 5x7, but previously you were only about like a 4x2 with lots of warble, multi passing. So right now it's pretty good, but might not stay that way for long. So I'll pass it back to you, K6MYC in the group, K6WIS, over.
Okay, very good, Paul. Yeah, no, good copy, but warbly, like you say, warbly, but much stronger here, quite a bit stronger in signal strength than we had on the bounce path, but the readability is better on the other path. Alrighty, thanks for the check-in. Have a good weekend and enjoy. We'll see you Sunday night. K6 Whiskey, India Sugar near Placerville, K6MYC.
Okay, Roger, Mike Gill, thanks for checking in twice. I got a double ticket. You, hey. Okay, 73s, K6WI is clear.
7-3, Paul. Anybody else while I'm pointed this way towards Sacramento and thereabouts? K6MYC. Oh, I need some help with that one. Can anybody copy the station that's trying to call in? Go ahead. Call again. I'll see if I can pull you out. Over. I got whiskey 6 something whiskey. I got whiskey 6 something whiskey. Try it again. We have to keep trying until we get enough upfades to piece it together. I have to piece your call together. So call several times, please. Over.
Echo. Whiskey 6 Papa Echo. Okay, looks like you should be aiming in a pretty good direction for it right now, Mike. This is Michael, W6PE.
Yeah, very good, Mike. We got you. You're off frequency, but otherwise you're fine now. Boy, when I'm not pointed at you, it makes a big difference. W6PE, K6MYC, and Bozo 620, I think, for Judy.
That's correct. It is 620.
Okay, can you correct your frequency? You sound like you're down here. So you want to bring my voice up so I'm a little bit less high-pitched. Over.
I'm not sure. Did that make any difference there?
Yeah, you got closer, but you're still not right. Let me give you some chatter, and you can just net me so I sound good. W6PE up in Oakhurst, east side of Oakhurst at 4,200 feet, I think you said. K6MYC, Bozo Net, Central California. Go ahead.
Okay, I think I got it corrected a little bit better. I had to use the incremental tuning to get it and tune both the receive and the transmit button at the same time.
Well, you don't have it yet. You're not moving the transmit frequency. You're moving something, but you're not moving the transmit frequency. So you should not be using the RIT, and you should be netted so you're not running a split. And then you can make me sound right. I know I don't sound right to you because you normally sound fine. So whatever you're tuning, you got me sounding fine, but you're not moving your transmit frequency over.
Okay, I'll figure out how to tune in finer increments on this radio. So hopefully I'm at least you can understand me. So maybe I'll go back and read the manual and get it working better for next time.
Well, what do I sound like to you? I got to be sound like a duck.
No, the receive in incremental tuning, I'm able to tune you okay, and then I thought I adjusted the transmit by the same amount, but I guess not.
Well, turn off the RIT. You don't want to have the RIT on in this situation. Just turn off the RIT and then tune it with the main tuning knob, and don't pay any attention to what the dial said. Just tune it so it sounds right. So turn off the RIT. You shouldn't have it on anyway. And then in the process of all this, you can tell me what radio you have. Over.
Okay, the radio that I've got is the Kenwood TS790, and unfortunately I don't have fine enough tuning on this. Well, at least I need to go back and read the manual.
Well, so far you have not tuned the main dial. If you're tuning the main dial, it ain't doing anything. That's what's bugging me. How come it hasn't changed?
Well, the main dial, if I change that, it changes by too much.
Okay, I'll give you a chance to get it back where it was. W6PE, K6MYC, tuning speed, TS. There should be something under tuning speed or something like that, and you are really, really gross. You're shifting a whole kilohertz, and you should be in 10 cycles at maximum, 10 cycles at a time. So it's tuning way too rapidly. It's a tuning speed thing. So if you can't find it quickly, don't worry about it, but you can find that in the manual. But that's what you have to look for. Where's the tuning speed button? Over?
Yeah, I don't see a tuning speed button on the radio, so I'm going to have to dig through the manual.
Got to be real obvious there. Must be something that you push. Anyway, no worries. I can read you, but it just doesn't sound right. And it's been perfect on all the other times that we've chatted here. So, but yeah, you've got it in the fast tuning mode, like for FM or something. You need slow tune, but I'm not sure how on a Kenwood it's designated. On Yaesu's, I think it's TS for tuning speed, but I don't hardly ever use it. I never use anything but slow tune, so. Anyway, good to hear you, Mike, even though it's off frequency there. Thanks for checking in here. And let me see, I should go up to Nevada and see if there's anybody waiting for us up there. W6PE, K6MYC.
All right, Mike. 73, W6PE, clear.
73. Here we are toward Nevada, I believe.
Okay, Mike, by the way, I got it now. It's called CHQ.
Okay, here it is, 272 KE7UQL, over.
Yeah, very good, Daniel. I hear you. Hang on just a second, Daniel. Yeah, stand by a second, Daniel. And it's called CHQ.
Yes, and I have no idea why it's called that. But now I can do very, very small steps. It'll go down into the less than a kilohertz.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's fine. Close enough now. Yeah, there may be 2 or 3 different positions. A fast tune is where you were, and then there's a medium speed, and then there's probably one that's real slow. Normally, for the stuff that we do on VHF, I run real slow because you're not tuning. You know, you're not trying to go from 1 megahertz to the next one. Over.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think that's probably why. Why I left it that way, but now that I know what it is, I can make the corrections.
Yeah. Now you sound fine, and quite normal, and quite more pleasurable to listen to. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for finding that. I'm sure that there's more detail on it in the manual.
Oh yeah. Yep. You know, only read the manual as a last resort but on these new radios, and in fact, this really isn't that new, but on the newer radios, you do have to go through the manual.
Yeah, particularly when you get hung up on something like that. The problem is you don't know what the hell you're looking for. We still don't know what CHQ stands for. Maybe the manual will tell you that.
Yep, that'll give me an idea. Anyway, thanks so much, Mike, for letting me know.
Yeah, well, it's a problem with those Japanese. You know, they say, so I see you speak my language.
Yeah. I'll get the 9700 hooked up one of these days. It's not hooked up to anything, and I probably better read the manual on that one too.
Well, it's pretty straightforward in the simple sense, but you do have menus, and most of the stuff you need to do you can get to right from a couple of quick punches of the buttons, and if that even.
Yeah, I've got this 7300 ICOM that I use for my digital. I just have that dedicated to digital, and it's got basically a lot of same menus and knobs and everything. So I use it fairly often.
Yeah, they have similar mentality there, Mike. Okay, 7-3, you got her. And but next time you tell me, you got to look at the manual and find out what CHQ stands for.
Will do.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be just stressed out until you tell me. You know that, of course. Over to you, Daniel. Sorry for the delay there. KE7UQL, K6MYC.
Roger, Mike. Yes, you have been audible up here since the Bay Area. Over.
What did you say? I was audible coming from the Bay Area?
Yes, your swing through Northern California has been coming through up here just fine. Over.
Oh, okay. Very good. Yeah, it's a weird band conditions tonight. We've got very, very weird fading and sometimes different directions of signals coming in from the directions they're not supposed to come from and so on. Who else do you hear on up there? Over.
Well, you'll have to call, see who's up here. Give them a call. I'll stand by. Over.
Who do you want me to call, Eric or Larry?
Try Eric. Over.
Okay. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 VAZ, N7 Victor America Zulu. If we can copy you, Eric, give it a try. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, Reno. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Central California Bozo Net calling and standing by. Go ahead, Eric.
He's not there tonight. Might as well try Larry. Over.
I didn't hear him either. Okay, N7 Whiskey Tango. Larry, are you here? N7WT. I think Larry would have checked in already if he was here. K6MYC, Larry? I don't hear Larry tonight, so I guess you're the only, you're the mainstay up there tonight, Daniel. Thank you very much for your 272, and good to hear you. And of course, we'll look for you on Sunday night. Hopefully, you'll have more antennas in the air as the weather gets better. Over.
Oh, Roger. Yes, we'll look for you on Sunday. We'll be there. 87 UQL, over.
Oh, thank you, Daniel. And I didn't wake you up tonight, did I?
No, I'm up tonight. See you later.
Okay. 73. KE7 UQL. Anybody else while I'm in this direction? K6MYC Bozo Net 432. I hear crickets. I think we're done for the evening, Rob.
Yep, I was actually able to hear a few of those guys a little bit.
UQL 73.
73, Daniel. Okay. Just trying to get it set so if I want to talk to Bill in the morning, I'll be set in his direction. And Judy said we got, how, 29?
32.
32, boy, big night.
Yeah, let me check. Yep, 32.
Well, wonderful. Boy, we're just netting out perfectly. You're doing such a good job, but Judy's doing a really good job, too. She's not getting those numbers tangled up like we used to have that problem. She's getting to know how to read my writing.
Well, that's saying a lot.
That's for sure.
And I think, Judy, you're going to send this one in?
Yeah, she'll probably do it. Probably do it tomorrow morning, Rob, if it's okay.
Well, sure, yeah. I just was not going to send it in if she was.
She'll send it in tomorrow, and I guess you send him a copy, do you? Okay. All right, we're done. And good evening to all. I know Aaron's probably in the background, but save your voice, Aaron. But we'll look for you on Sunday, and you should be pretty well recovered from this thing. Did one of your kids bring that home to you, Aaron? He's got his head in the pillow there somewhere. All right, 732 over else is left listening here. I didn't ever get back to Dave, K6BBG. Dave, you wouldn't still be in the shack, would you, K6BBG?
Fox is here and saying good night.
Okay, KG6CHC Charlie Echo Fox. Good evening, Daryl. I always get accused. We've got another station, and you probably hear me call him Daryl, and his name is Darren, and you're Daryl, and I guess can't get him untangled over.
Oh, well, that's all right, Mike. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I guess it's okay as long as we don't call you late for dinner, huh?
You got it.
We're late for the tipping of the elbow.
Well, we gave that up a long time ago, but yeah, there was a time.
Well, you didn't give it up. You're still drinking bourbon, aren't you?
No. I've had that same half a pint sitting in there since field day 3 years ago.
Okay. I'm not a big bourbon drinker either, but you mentioned it when it was we were talking to Aaron about it clears up your throat. I'm not sure it does, but it sure puts it. You drink 3 or 4 of those, and you don't care anyway, do you?
Well, no. When my wife was pregnant, I had to make her. That was the only thing she could tolerate for cough syrup. So I learned how to make it, and it's just any good cough syrup's got alcohol in it anyway.
What is the combination you make out of bourbon?
Like a half of a shot to like 2 or 3 teaspoons of good honey or something to that effect. I don't remember now.
Oh yeah, honey's the key. Honey, maybe even a little lemon juice too. That never hurts. All right, take care. 7-3, good evening. Have a good weekend, and I know you're coming up on a big day here early next week. 7-3.
Yes, we are. Yeah, I'll be around Sunday.
I'm sure you will. Did I hear somebody in the background, or is that your stream plan?
Nothing to do with me.
Hey, good night, Daryl. KG6, CFKM6SR.
Hiya, Rob. Good evening. Oh, I'm doing fine. Yeah, we're just waiting for surgery day over here.
Well, good luck on that.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, good night, all. We're out of here. K6MYC closing the 432 Bozo Net, Northern California.
Night.
7-3, fellas. K6MTS.
Hey, good night, Mark. K6MTS, KM6SR. Didn't know you were still hanging out.
I can barely hear you, Rob, but I heard that you said something and then something else. But, hey, 7-3, man.
Yeah, I moved it a little bit. I think I'm getting a bounce off you on you. Is that any better?